Hey everybody, welcome back. We're on the last episode for Deadliest Warrior, and it's been quite a journey. We're finally at the end. French Foreign Legion versus the GURKHAS. So of course, definitely check out my channel to view my watch along of the previous episodes up to this point. Definitely show your support. A lot of people really like the watch-alongs that I've done in my commentary. You guys gave me some feedback, which I greatly appreciated. So thank you for that. So yeah, and I'm also gonna do at least one more video of me ranking my least to most favorite episodes throughout the entire series. So yeah. So now we're going to like the final episode. So yeah, this one's pretty dope. One of my favorites, definitely. And yeah, if you're watching this on your DVD or you're watching this on Amazon Prime, get your timestamp to 0. Wish I had my bottle of like hard liquor mics with me so I can just do it like a toast, but I guess I'll do it with the bottled water. So toast to you guys for this long journey, and thank you for following me on this journey. And of course, I got other stuff on my channel, like me mostly just streaming video games, but also with me doing like movie reviews and TV show reviews. Definitely check those out. I'm gonna be doing like a nice bulk of Star Wars stuff leading up to the Obi-Wan Kenobi series coming at the end of May. So with Deadliest Warrior commentary stuff finished, I can put more time into that. So anyway, yeah, let me get myself adjusted here. Okay. And yes, of course, get your timestamp to 0. Get ready to press play when I say now. And in 3, 2, 1, now. It'll be the last time I ever do that, so I just want to make sure I savor it. I've seen images of Gurkhas in like certain movies and whatnot, and I did not know what they were called Gurkhas. I thought that was funny how they call them like the French Legion, the real life Expendables, because like it's kind of apt because I seen the Expendables movies, and like all of them were like different walks of life, fighting like in a one in like a their own kind of army for a particular uh well, wouldn't say like nation, but like fighting for a single cause. It's a shame, like, because I didn't care for like the third Expendables film. You know, the first one was pretty dope because it's like you never seen like all these famous action heroes all in one film together. And I like this, like the sequel because you got like Jean Claude Van Damme as the villain called Jean Valjean, and I dug that. But it's like, and the third one you include like a couple of people, one of them being Ronda Rousey and uh crap, what's his name from Lethal Weapon? Not Danny Glover, but you know what I mean. I can't believe I'm blanking on his doggone name. Uh, uh, Michael? No. Uh, but it's just like, but it's just that, yeah, it is. I wish, well, I wish it was like had like a better script because it's like you mixing in the movies was like you mixing in like the 80s, 90s, and early 2000s action films all in one go. But it's like it wasn't necessarily focused after a certain point. It's just dumb action fun at the end of the day, but it kind of waned on me by the third film. I'm glad I didn't actually spend money at the theater to go see it, but it's just like I downloaded it or at least watched it online once it was bootlegged. Back in the day when it was like a big deal. Yeah, I've seen like the Krukery in a lot of film and TV, and I never knew they were called the Krukery, and I definitely did not know they belonged to like this Gurkha, who I also seen in stuff here and there, but never knew what they were called. And the French for a Legion, I did not know that like if you ever watched the Brendan Fraser's Mommy movie, he was dressed in the French Foreign Legion outfit, which means that he, as good as he was, it's because of his training as a French legionnaire, which could explain why he was so dang good, you know, as like the uh, not, you know, Brandon Fraser, the actor, the character he played. Roster Ra sounds like a Killer Instinct or a Mortal Kombat character. Roster Raw. Diego. Roster Raw. You kind of can do that with anybody's name if you put that kind of epic voice to it. Ronda Rousey. The Rock. Kevin Hart. I don't know if they kind of do that anymore with that kind of brutality as far as training concerned. This is like prior to like WW2 era when that was probably more of a must. But who knows? I don't know. I like to think like that kind of thing was like not as much of a thing anymore. That's one hell of a gun. I think this is probably my favorite kind of next to like the Teddy Roosevelt versus Lawrence of Arabia kind of like testing grounds when you gotta go through like a area with the gun and like test it out on these like mannequins. I like these courses. It's so dope, and just to see like these experts in their field in action. And this epic like music, da 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 da. It's like an action movie. I love bolt action rifles. God, I don't know. I do not know why. God, I mentioned that when I was doing my video game walkthrough of like uh Borderlands, which I'm looking forward to the Tiny Tina's Wonderlands game coming out at the end of the month. Because I'll probably will say that again. I love the mechanism of a bolt action rifle. Like I do not know why that it feels so good to me just to see that like you just jerk that mechanism and just like set up that thing. I don't know why it's just like pleasing to me. I don't know why that is. Yeah, he's booking it. And despite the jam, he still was faster. Holy shit. Yeah, when he put on like the wobbly magazine and the eyesight, that was like, that kind of like, oh yeah, that's a good point. Because I thought I was like, man, like the brand was gonna blow me away. It was like, but it's like, nah, man. It's like, all that stuff shaking around and trying to keep on sight, and then like, you know, it's like, slight detriment by comparison. Yeah, I love the look of these weapons in this episode, man. This is like, just, I know they're relatively old because they were in use in the field for WW2, maybe a little bit after, but man, they look, they just like, I don't know, so efficient to this day. it's so like useful to have like five or so round stripper bolts. What you call it is like you just take a a piece and slip it in, and then it's like you're ready to go without having to do it one at a time. I mean, they're experts with their. I mean, they just nailing these shots regardless. Probably the most expertly done kind of shots with the modern weapons. As I've seen, like the only thing probably compares is like something I've seen like in the U.S. Army Rangers versus the North Korean Special Ops episode. I mean, they just like nailing it. Like despite anything else, they are just like boom, boom, boom. That always stuck with me. When I first saw this episode, and every time I see it, is that this part when he's showing the reloading, the thing hitting you in the face when you're like trying to pull that mechanism back to load the next round is just like you got to realign your sight because the thing is in your face and you got to step out of the way and then readjust and all the other stuff. You don't have to worry about that with the Gurkha's mid range weapon, and it's like that is a significant thing because like wow, that thing is like right in his cheek. improvised ambush. I like that one because it's like you know, just breaking off a few just to you know beat them. The Japanese, you know, on the other side, and then like just straight up, or at least like in the undergrowth, just like straight up assassinated like a couple at a time, and then like almost like the movie Predator. Just you don't know what the hell's going on. You don't see the enemy, and then they trying to circle back, just walk into like a big massive ambush and just get shot to hell. That is just like a dope, uh, dope strategy. I mean, like I was like struggling to decide which one was best because, like, honestly, those two methods both were definitely critical as far as like fighting the enemies of WW2. But man, that improvised ambush was just genius. But stalling out, the Nazis and Italians during WW2 on that little single area for 2 weeks straight is almost as impressive as like uh, Genghis Khan, like doing that hit and run tactic against their enemies for like it was like a almost like a week, 9 days. Hiya, guy. Yeah, that's a cut. I mean, he makes a point. It's like, it's like you never turn your back on your opponent. Sure, yeah, but if you got like a group of three or four, it's like you're not gonna try to. You're gonna try to keep your eye on one at a time, and whoever the first one closest to you, that's when you're gonna be dealing with first. You can't like get eyes on everybody. You just deal with like the more important threat first and take it from there. So you watch. Did you watch Scream a lot as a kid? Like, jeez. Here we go. This is one of the dopest episodes I've seen on the series. It's like at least definitely one of my favorites. Okay, the final reenactment of the Deadliest Warrior live commentary. Let's see. I always like when they utilize their battle tactics during the reenactments, really emphasizing their skill, so far as like being able to strategize on the fly. Improvise ambush. And you can see that the active defense did work for them for a hot minute. It's fairly close. Yeah, fatigue factor. Yep. Gurkhas won. Like, yeah, that high altitude thing is like very important, especially if you grew up in that kind of environment. You're just gonna be able to like the air intake in your lungs and all that stuff is like a huge advantage. So like you put them in like a normal setting and everybody else, they're gonna be able to like run and like do all kinds of things at a certain pace without worry about like exhaustion more so than anybody else by comparison who has not been in that kind of environment because like the air is so thin in those high altitude areas your body gets, human beings are known to adapt. So, if you spend like a significant time in high altitude places, you become used to it. But yeah, man, that was a fun episode. Let me know in the comments below what you agree or disagree about this episode, and what was your favorite gun, and what was your favorite blade. But anyway, yeah, I might not do the tier list of my favorite episodes of Deadliest Word today. I might wait till maybe Thursday to do it. But yeah, I will be playing more games later on. Probably getting back into Horizon Forbidden West. Don't know if I'll squeeze in. I might try to squeeze in some time with Pokemon. But if not, I probably have to wait until another day to do that, because I want to really get in some time for I gotta watch like Star Wars Episode 1 and 2, because I want to do like some reviews for that this week, then hop right into the Clone Wars series. So anywho, I will see you guys soon. Take care. Have a great day. And that'll be like the culmination of the Deadliest World live commentaries. And thank you all for being with me this long and showing your support. Greatly appreciate it. Have a great day and be well, you guys.